What's going on, guys? You know what day it is. Thursday night, and we got a hell of a show lined up for you. Roll that intro. Hey guys, welcome to Life with a Twist. I am your host, Nick Twist. This is my ever-present brooch, and I want to give a big shout out to my co-host, Barry. How you doing tonight, Barry? You guys know where Barry is tonight? Barry is trapped in a time warp of 1985 on the boardwalk of Seaside. I don't know how he got into there, but, you know, he's a wild guy. But we got a great show lined up. We got our sledgehammers. We're going to do some shots. You know, we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's get down to brass tacks. Or, Barry, do you like brass tacks? I think he loves brass tacks. I want to introduce my first guest of the evening. She's wonderful. And if you don't already know that, you're certainly going to know that after this. I want to bring live to you tonight, on Thursday, on Life with a Twist, Miss Penny Praline! Woo!
Hi!
Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm good.
I've been excited to have you on my show.
I'm
Very
excited to be here.
I hope so. So you're looking lovely. Did you have any trouble on the rowboat getting in here?
No, I made it all right.
Yeah, and it's raining and stuff, and the highway's all crazy. So how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Great? Oh, I'm doing wonderful. We're going to have a fun time. So, you are a burlesque performer.
I am a burlesque and sideshow performer, yeah.
I hear this. I know this.
You know this?
I know you.
You heard about that on the streets?
I've seen some stuff.
Yeah, you've seen some.
Yeah, so you were the Philadelphia Burlesque Battle Royale Season 5 champion.
Yes.
That is a big hold the belt up type of accomplishment there.
It's a really long-winded title. Yeah.
How long is the competition?
Oh no, it's been over a year. 8 weeks or 12 weeks.
That's
8 weeks. It's 8 weeks.
That is a lot of stuff to have to do on a consistent basis for that long.
It's 8 weeks, and every week is a different theme and a different challenge.
I remember you had some. What was it?
The grind saw.
The grind saw.
Little power tool action.
That was some pretty rocking stuff there.
Yeah, I think that's really what solidified my win. I would be remiss to say that I was actually a co-winner. So my season was the first and only season where we had 2 winners. Myself and...
You guys are just both too fabulous.
We were just too damn good.
I know.
So Hattie Harlow, it was my co-winner, and going forward, she and I have produced a ton of events together, and she's wonderful. And
that's great.
Yeah, friendship.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
I know that it's a big win, and I'm happy. I know that you're in an upcoming movie coming out very soon.
Super soon.
Finally. Like, I know, it's been a while. I still get shit from Mr. Tony Goggles about my small appearance in the film.
I mean, I think you killed it.
I loved it.
You crushed it.
I had a lot of fun doing it, but for those of you that don't know, Penny is a star in Teenage Blood-Sucking Bimbos from DIY Productions. She's a star.
My mom still asks, she's like, "Are you sure it's not a porn?" I'm like, "Mom, I promise it's not.
No.
It's a B-rated horror film, but it's not."
And it's awesome.
And it is awesome.
And during one of our breaks, we're gonna run. I'm pretty sure we have the commercial for it. I'm pretty sure. Producer, yeah, we're good.
Yeah,
we're good. We have our producer. My producer, Alan. He's wonderful. So yeah, you want to tell me about
So Teenage Blood-Sucking Bimbos, as far as I know, what I've been told, drops on April 20th.
Wonderful.
Will be our big world premiere. DIY Films, Tony Goggles.
Sarah Casey.
She
was on the show.
Was she?
Yes, she was.
Was she the most awesome person ever?
She's wonderful.
She's the best part of Tony Goggles, for what it's worth.
She is very wonderful.
And
Goggles will be coming on soon as well.
I'm so sorry.
He's on next week.
I'm sorry for you.
Well, I feel bad for me all the time.
You do what you do. So yeah.
So anyway.
Gigi Gustin, Destiny, Amanda, the girls that were, in the film with me are now some of my favorite human beings ever. It was such a positive experience.
You guys shared a lot of time together.
We spent a lot of time together that late summer, early fall. We drank a lot, we partied a lot, we acted a lot.
That's how you get paid when you work with Goggles.
Yeah, I mean, we were paid in, Miller Lite, so you get what you get, you don't get upset.
You can't complain. He feeds you from time to time, too.
There was an occasional
cold
pizza.
Yeah.
Cold pizza on set, so,
Yeah.
And, Creative Studio 7A, hooked it up. It was good. It was a really, really fun experience. I'm super glad I got to do it. I really can't wait to see.
I can't wait to see it, in its entirety, because the trailer and everything, it looks fantastic, and even to have a small part, I'm very excited to just be a part of something, even in a small way. You know who loves vampire stuff?
Who?
Barry. Isn't that right, Barry?
Is Barry?
Barry's stuck in a time warp. He's stuck. I don't know what happened. We were doing an experiment earlier, and there was this big flash of light, and then all of a sudden he was like texting me from 1985 saying, "I'm excited to be here, but what the fuck?"
I wasn't alive in 1985, so...
I was 4.
Okay, it counts.
Let's get back on track.
All right,
we'll talk to Barry later. Barry's so much fun. He is the greatest co-host in the history of co-hosts. You recently, I shouldn't say recently, what was it like, almost 8-9 months ago?
No.
Wasn't it back in like August?
That was not 8-9 months ago.
I don't know how to do numbers.
That's not how time works.
I don't know. Apparently, I don't know how time works.
Clearly, that's how Barry ended up in an alternate time.
1985.
Yeah, you're right.
Seaside Lights, exactly.
Now we know.
But anyway, you worked on a little project that we're going to be coming out with Mr. Jeff Stewart and myself.
Little Nick Twist, Jeff Stewart collaboration.
Yes.
Gift Foxes.
Gift Foxes. Jeff Under.
It's so much fun to do.
It's so easy to.
Yeah, it's really easy to just open up boxes of stuff and look at it and drink it and smell it and draw with it, talk about it. I talk about things all day long. So it was great.
And you know what? If it sucks, you can say how much it sucks.
And I did.
Yeah. Not everything was great. The honesty, you poke fun at the stuff that's garbage, that's just how it has to go. That's how it has to go.
From the heart.
So yeah, that's going to be coming out very soon.
And
I'll let you know live here that we're going to be doing some more episodes, so be ready.
I can't wait. And Gift Foxes also stars one of my fellow PBBR Season 5 friends, Miss Sloan Lee.
Mm-hmm. I hope to get her on the show.
She's wonderful. And then PBR Season 6, the most recent season, Katana Carnage was also in that as well. So Philadelphia burlesque community is just bringing you all sorts of talent.
All the talent. I love it. When I post out there saying who I'm having on the show, we get like an influx in the inbox of people asking questions about things, and they want to know stuff. And a popular question that people wanted to know is, can you name 8 things?
8 things? What 8 things? 8 things about what?
8 things. Not 9. My producer can't handle 9 things. But if you have 8 things, everyone will love it.
8 things. Just on any subject.
I
know what that means.
8 things.
8 things. I could probably name 8 types of beers.
Those are things.
Those are things, right?
8. This cup is a thing.
That's a
that glass is a thing. That's 2 right there.
Those are 2 things.
Beer, cups.
8 types of booze.
8 types of.
8 types of booze. Ready? 8 types of booze that I drink regularly.
Okay.
Champagne.
Champagne.
In no particular order. Champagne. Cheap beer.
Staple.
Gotta have your cheap beer in the punk community. Brown whiskey. So, Jack, Jameson, I'm not picky. Rum. wine. Red wine, white wine.
Well, that's two things, yeah.
That's two separate things.
That's 6.
It's 6.
You like bourbon?
I mean, I feel like that falls under the whiskey category.
Okay,
It's kind of like a cheap shot.
Okay, I feel you.
Vodka. Tequila.
There you go. 8 things! America, 8 things! You're not going to get 8 things anywhere else but on this show! Right now, tonight, 8 things! Can't believe it. My mind is blown. Barry probably passed out by now. Barry, how you doing in 1985? Did you hear those 8 things? Lovely. What a great guy. Can't get any better than that. Apparently my producer thinks that's hilarious. You know, it's raining, there's a thunderstorm, and I got the guy in the background laughing. It's my show.
Just for the birds.
So, do you have anything current or upcoming appearances that you would like to discuss?
Oh my goodness.
And I'm excited because I know you do.
I have so many things!
But before you do that, I'll do a shot.
Yes!
Woo, what kind of girl? Alright, now I got some, blank label garbage that my grandmother makes in the basement.
Okay.
So that's what I drink. So
I'm gonna skip on that. I have my own.
Well, what am I gonna say to that? I can't say no.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I'll drink the garbage. You drink the good stuff.
You can drink your
The garbage. You know what it is.
your toilet hooch.
That's what. Might have to start writing that on here.
You should label it toilet hooch. I'll drink my my Irish whiskey of the non-labeled variety.
Let's just put it out here like this. We're doing shots.
We're doing shots.
We're doing shots.
Shots with the champagne chasers because I'm classy.
And what would you like to do a shot to?
Let's do a shot to my most favorite burlesque troupe that I've ever worked with that I can't wait to tell you about, Sister Bear.
Sounds good to me.
Salud.
Woo! Would you like a bottle of water?
No, I'm just going to drink the champagne.
Sounds like a good option. Barry, you staying hydrated? I could maybe throw a bottle of water into the
Can we throw water to 1985?
I don't know. I don't know if they had bottled water.
Did they have bottled water in 1985? I wasn't there. I wasn't on.
It might have been in glass bottle. I don't know.
Your next guest, you can ask. They might know.
They might know. They might know. All right.
They were there.
So tell me,
okay.
Sister Bear.
Sister
Lay it
Bear.
on me.
Be still my thick booty heart. Sister Bear is a troupe that is a spin-off troupe of Bearlesque in Philadelphia. Bearlesque is a predominantly male burlesque troupe that features bears. So if you don't know what a bear is...
I know what a bear is.
Yeah.
I would be a bear.
You would be a bear.
I would be a bear.
You would be definitely a bear. So a bear, for those of you at home who don't know, would be a member of the male gay community who maybe they're a little bigger, maybe they're a little hairier. So Sister Bear was the spin-off of that, created by co-producers Kitty Devereaux and Josh Schonewolf. And Sister Bear is a body-positive burlesque troupe. We are thick, we are fat, we are curvy.
Sexy.
Yes, sexy that's a given. That's neither here nor
put it
there.
Out there.
That's neither here nor there. Clearly, have you seen me? But
you wonder why I had you on the show.
We're big girls. We're big girls, and we are out there challenging the norm, trying to, show people that women of a certain size and people of a certain size can be sexy, and we can dance, and we can blow your mind, and we create these amazing opportunities. I gotta say, I've always been kind of a thicker girl, but since I got extra thick, I've never been so popular. First of all, men love a big girl.
There's more to go around.
So much more. There's rhymes, cushion, pushing. Yeah. If it rhymes, it must be true.
Right.
So there's that. But so Sister Bear, yeah. So we are a troupe. There's about 14 of us.
Now, do you guys have an upcoming event?
We have so many upcoming events.
It's multiple events. It's not
There's
even
so many events, yes.
Well, what's the most recent?
So the next event coming up that you can catch us at is actually tomorrow in Philadelphia at the Front Street Dive, which is upstairs of the Victoria Free House, right on Front Street in Philadelphia, Old City. and we are having a Sister Bear Go-Go party.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be great. So the big dance party, it'll be myself, Queen of Hearts, Kitty Devereaux, go-going and offering up Jello shots, and Rummy Bears.
All the staples.
Rummy Bears.
Rummy Bears.
Rummy Bears, because you have to have Rummy Bears for Sister Bear. And just dancing, and we have a great DJ lined up. So that's kind of our welcome to Victoria Freehouse party. Now, fast forward to April 7th, and it's Sister Bear's 1-year anniversary show.
So it's a big blowout.
It's going to be insane. It's stupid. The lineup is insane. I mean...
Now, is there like a website people can go to? Or
you can find us on all the social medias.
What would be
at Sister Bear.
At Sister Bear.
At Sister Bear.
Wonderful.
On Facebook, on Instagram. Find us, follow us, bask in the big girl glory. But, I mean, April 7th...
Be there.
You're going to want to get your tickets now, because we will sell out.
Right.
Because besides our regular amazing Sister Bear cast, coming in from New York City, we have one of the reigning queens of burlesque, Fancy Feast.
Okay. Wait a minute. I know that name, but not for the same reason.
You're so stupid.
You don't have a thing for cats.
Yeah. If you don't know who Fancy Feast is, look them up. They are just a powerhouse of a performer and bringing you all the body positivity realness. So they are our headliner, they're coming in from New York City.
Okay.
But beyond that, I mean,
so you're hosting them in a way.
Yeah, we are. Yes, we are
bringing them in
for Philadelphia and the greater, Central Jersey.
For people to feast on.
Just eat it up.
It's all there. Well, let me tell you that everything sounds fantastic.
Thank you.
Before we're gonna cut, we have some stills of you that we're gonna throw up on a little slideshow so people can see all that is Penny. But before we do that, did you want to shout out any social media stuff?
Yeah.
Your own private accounts?
Yes, absolutely.
Anything. Go ahead.
Please follow me on Instagram at Penny Praline. Find me on Facebook at Penny Praline. Getting ready to launch probably within the next, let's say 2 months, God willing. Will be pennypraline.com.
Nice. Very good.
Where folks can buy private content and special photo sets that can't be seen anywhere else.
Exclusive content.
Exclusive
Penny content.
Exclusive Penny content.
The adult beverage.
Yes.
Of Penny content.
For the grown folk.
For the grown folk.
For the grown folk.
Well, that sounds fantastic.
And by doing so and following me and supporting me, you support my art, and the more money you give me, the better my costumes are, and the better.
The more you win.
I'm just trying to win, you guys. I just want to win.
She wins so hard already.
I just want to keep winning.
To quote a famous, legendary man from a television show. Now I can't even think of his name. Not David Hasselhoff. He was great.
Please quote David Hasselhoff.
Who was Tiger Blood?
What?
Tiger Blood?
Charlie Sheen.
Oh, yeah.
That's who it was. Charlie Sheen, winning all the time.
Charlie Sheen winning.
Winning.
That's my
but
best
you're winning
friend's
harder
favorite
than
thing.
that.
I hope that I'm not winning like Charlie Sheen. I hope I'm winning in a different way.
Oh, wait. In the positive.
In the positive, yeah.
Not the Charlie Sheen style.
I don't know if Charlie Sheen is really how I want to model.
Let's pretend we didn't even mention him.
Yeah, fuck that. Let's just.
Forget him.
I did it.
That's fine. I had one earlier too. Remember I told you? Here, we both got one. Boom.
Sorry, Mom.
The FCC's not listening yet. Okay, we're gonna run your little spot.
Okay.
We're gonna run the Teenage Bloodsucking Bimbo spot. You gonna hang out?
I'm gonna hang out.
All right. We'll be right back. Enjoy this commercial break.
I am so sick of seeing scumbags like you on the corner. Why don't you have a job?
He's right. Those people are animals, plain and simple.
Babe, come on. I don't want to be late for Maximum Murphy's party.
No. You're everything that's wrong with this country. You're the cancer that's eating our America from the inside out.
let them into town where decent people live, and they would riot and rob from the stores.
You're so great, hotshot. Put the money where your mouth.
No. I'm not gonna play your stupid little games, alright?
They bring anarchy wherever they go.
All you rich bitches are the same. Talk a mean game, but you ain't got no backbone.
Oh God, don't want to touch you.
That's just a typical case of the haves versus the have-nots, right? I mean, if the scale is imbalanced for too long, then eventually the deprived and oppressed will revolt. Right?
Chance, double or nothing. Come on, let's go. No, I got him this time. Come on, double or nothing. All right.
How about we play a new game?
Check your mind, old man.
Your move. Kings and queens think they have all the power, even though there's so few of them. The funny thing is, it only takes one club to be the king.
Lucy, you think I'm supposed to believe that these rats go home with you and never come back? You don't know anything! Well, tell me where they are!
Остановить! This woman is unknowing's accomplice to this dreadful happening. The woman has been blindly leading them to their death. In your home are 4 vampires, feeding off the blood of bikers you take home. They swoop in with their girlish Lolita charms, they have their ways with them, then they kill her.
Now why don't you just invite us in? Say it. Invite us in.
What did you guys think of that? Pretty hot, right? I know, you want more, but you're going to have to check out Penny Praline on all her social media accounts, and, you know, you're gonna have a great time, because she's wonderful. She's sticking around, she's going to hang out, but I have another guest lined up for tonight, and I know Barry's going to be excited, because he is probably the most enthusiastic person that I've ever met in my life. And when I say that, I feel like I'm going to cry about it. It's so wonderful. But more on that later. Without holding back any further, I'm going to bring out my next guest because he's a great guy and he does a lot of wonderful things. We've chatted at length many times, and let me just bring him out here so you guys can meet him too. Ladies and gentlemen, America, the world, Mr. Jacque Howard! Yeah. Woo!
Thanks, everybody. You want to say hi to lovely Penny Praline?
Oh, so that's how you know the guests are loving.
Oh,
they're loving each other.
We have a lot of fun.
Guys are sweet.
So, thank you very much for the invite, man.
I'm really glad that you can make it out, man. I'm really happy to have you on the show. You're a big influence in the community, and I had a discussion with you earlier. I'm all about promoting everything that's going on, especially in the Trenton scene, trying to build it up. Make the people come in and realize there's a lot to be had here.
For sure.
And you're missing out if you're not getting to be a part of it. So I know that you're all in that. And I know that that's like your pinpoint on the map. So we're going to dive right in. You run Trenton 365.
Correct.
That's all you.
Sure.
That's all you. Okay.
And let me tell you a little story about that. But before we do that, I do want to publicly say thank you for the invite. Doing radio and TV, oftentimes you don't get a chance to actually get on the other side.
Hang on, guys. Hang on.
You having audio issues? Sorry about that, guys. You know about that whole Barry stuck in the space-time continuum problem. We got a big jolt of lightning that came out from 1985 and struck the studio. So all of our stuff went out. Barry blinked into existence for a brief moment and then disappeared again. I don't know what's going on. I can't claim to know what's going on. But what I really want to know is, you guys like this little tiny sailboat? Jacque, I'm sorry that you got cut off because of that freak accident.
Sure.
But, that's showbiz, man.
Dig it.
So, why don't you start over?
Sure.
You're about to tell me the story of Trenton 365.
But prior to that, I want to say that I don't often get a chance.
Oh, that's right. You were starting out with that.
I don't get a chance to come on the other side and be a guest on cool programs like this where people can get a chance to, hear from me. So, Thank you for this opportunity. I appreciate it. And before we really get into the meat and potatoes, I got a problem with the brother being trapped in 1985.
You know what? I told you, we were doing experiments earlier. I can't really speak of what they were. Barry's very smart. And
let me guess, he's articulate too, right, bro?
He's a lot of things. Let me tell you. You got to get to know Barry.
Yes.
When he comes back, I'll make sure you guys hook up. He's a great guy. I'll send you out for breakfast. It'll be wonderful.
We'll get fried chicken or something like that, right?
Oh, man, whatever you want for breakfast. You can have whatever you want, man.
I'm just kidding, man.
I know you're just kidding. I know.
So anyway,
you like to jostle me a little.
Yeah. So I really want Barry to know that 1985 was not a great year. That was like my freshman year in high school, and
that's a rough time for anybody.
Yeah.
I had a rough time with that too. Like high school was like a whole different ball game, and I was like the chubby art kid and didn't play any sports. So I automatically had 2 strikes against me.
I get it, man. But anyway, Barry, represent. Anyway, so Trenton 365 is my baby. Man. I kind of fell into doing radio on TV, and the whole idea behind it is how can I promote all the things that I think are cool, and all the wonderful people I have for friends like Penny here.
Hi, your friend.
Yes.
Oh, yay.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm keeping it brief.
Yes.
I understand that. So, but I guess logically you would want to discuss the importance of civics.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, civics is the idea of identifying particular issues and coming up with solutions for them. One of the big things that I support are non-judgmental issues and bringing people together as a whole. So the idea behind that is, like here in Trenton, if we have an issue with streetlights being out, what's the easiest way to get that problem solved?
Right.
And to share that information with as many people as possible so that we can all have streetlights.
Exactly, and that's a community issue. Everybody benefits from streetlights. So why not band together and say, fix this? We need this as a whole. And so, that it's really important, and I'm glad that you're big on bringing everybody together. Because, like I said earlier, my platform on my show is to bring everybody together, to get everybody out there to do what they want to do and promote it the way that it needs to be said. And not everybody has a platform for that. So I said my platform is going to be for everybody else. Because I think a lot of people, especially in the Trenton scene, the local scene, gets overlooked because of Trenton.
Now,
and that bothers me a lot.
Yeah, so I want to keep this very interactive, right? So that's something big. I want people to understand. Look, Trenton is really the birthplace of our country, regardless of what anyone thinks. Mm-hmm. George Washington became George Washington on the streets of Trenton. You can take my tour of Trenton, hashtag take my tour of Trenton, and I'll show you some of the cool and wonderful historic things, but also some of the awesome things that are taking place today. Like not only this event here in this show, but also burlesque performances, drag shows, live bands, art walks, all kinds of things like that, because this is really a microcosm of what our country is. Right here in Trenton.
I completely, absolutely agree with that, 100%. And that you said what I can't put into nice words. My words are like crappy, but he's like a poetic about it, and like that's I need that. Like I need that. Yeah, like I mean well. You get it, Penny. I mean well, guys. I mean well, but I got. Screw it.
Well, growing up the youngest of 7, you kind of learn what the pecking order is.
Well, I had a big family as well, so like.
Yeah, well, obviously they weren't as strict on you as.
Well, no. Growing up, we weren't allowed to curse, nothing like that.
So
like,
what happened?
We could hear
it all in now.
Well, then you just get it out when you're 16 years old, and all of a sudden you get to slip in like ass into a conversation. Just be like, I don't give a damn about his ass, and like your parents don't react. So you're just like, well, ass is now a regular word. So then you start overusing it, and then it turns into asshole, and then shit from the asshole, and then the F-bombs, and by then you're 18 years old, and it doesn't matter because they can't do it.
And I don't know. It's got to be cultural, because I'll tell you what, I still am uncomfortable around saying certain words around certain family members.
Maybe around certain family members, I will still keep it clean. Certain ones, but other ones, like I got bikers as uncles, so like. That's why I learned everything, how to talk like that.
The best.
They taught me the best kinds of foul language.
I definitely agree that it's cultural, because there are certain things that like I could say around one side of my family that I maybe would not say around my other side of the family.
There you go. Exactly.
And still to this day, my stepfather is like just so turned off by my mouth. It's more than he can handle.
I'll tell you what, I would love to hear what Barry thinks about that. And if Barry grew up in a situation.
I'm sure Barry.
Can we take it back to 1985 and figure out what Barry's lexicon was like?
What do you think, Barry? What a great guy.
He's a good guy.
Greatest guy in the world. Okay, so let me jump back in on the real stuff. Your version of community organizing. Mm-hmm. Give me a little. Nutshell.
Sure. So
whatever the spectrum that you want to give me, give it to me.
So let's take I like to mesh things from a historical standpoint, my personal history, with what's going on locally, organically.
Okay.
So we got this thriving art scene here in Trenton. And when I say art, I mean everything that encompasses art. Not only the things like architecture and visual arts and performing arts, but there's a lot more to it. I mean, the craftswomanship that's taking place here. So what I've done is I've used my access through media, radio and television and social media, to assist my friends like Penny, to put on a burlesque show at a local watering hole, Champs, which we're all very familiar with.
Champs, wonderful place. We've
Best
said
place.
Yeah, or to serve on the board of a local nonprofit organization like I Am Trenton or Artworks, etc., and to provide them opportunities that they may not have through media, but to be able to do it myself.
Right, and you look at the larger. Not necessarily companies, but larger format outlets that only we want you to be big already before we can really put you out there. But what but the problem with that is you're not exposing all the talent. There's real talent across the board that gets overlooked because you're looking for, oh, well, this person has 1 million followers. We can definitely do something with this person. And then you have people that are famous for no reason. And we have a lot of those people out there like that. When there's people that deserve the opportunity to have their projects, their music, poetry, you name it, across the board, a formatted way to get it all out there for anybody to have access to.
Sure, yeah, and I agree with you 100% on that. And when I first started doing this, and again, I fell into doing radio and TV, it was never a goal of mine. I went on as a board member of the organization Isles to talk about a project that I was helping to lead up. And the station manager said, hey, what do you think about, hosting a show? And I had no idea. I was like, all right, well, what do I have to do? And she said, just be yourself. So I started to do it.
That's the best way to do it, man.
And then from there, it's morphed, and I've got followers in 70 countries, and it's branched out to different entities, not only Trenton 365, but I've got a fashion element. I started making my own art. I'm producing jazz performances, jazz shows with Regis Entertainment, and I've got my hands in a bunch of different things. And this vision that I had...
You're a very busy man.
Yeah.
I know that through being friends with you on social media outlets and whatnot. And just going to community events, you're there. I see you all the time.
Yeah,
Portable Festival's a big one,
Yes, yep. So the whole idea behind what I do is how can I create this microcosm of what Quincy Jones is doing, something like that. I don't need to be out front. That's not really my forte. I'd rather just let's get this going. Let's have this project happen. Let me see the smiles on people's faces, etc. I know I'd love to see what Barry looks like, while I'm talking. I'm sure he'd be really excited to hear about that.
He is. Look at the people in the background are even excited about it. I mean, you can't get more exciting. You can't get more exciting stuff than that. I mean, this is how it goes. I mean, and he's a snappy dresser, so I know he stands out. He's a snappy dresser. I know that. He's got his hands in things. Hands and things. The whole list. So this is a big one.
Oh boy. Do I need a drink before that?
Actually, that we probably should do that.
Well,
do you want to do a shot?
I do, but I was listening back in the green room, and I don't know if I want any toilet hooch. That might not be my kind of thing.
Nobody ever wants the toilet hooch.
Yeah, but Penny knows me. And since she pulled out that bottle of Jameson, I would bet you that if I asked her politely, she would set me up with some Jameson.
How would that
be? Penny, my dear, my good friend, may I please have a shot of Jameson Irish whiskey?
Certainly.
Look at that. Whoa! Look at that! Keeping it wow! I will absolutely pour it for you. We get this out of the way for a moment here.
And while you're doing that, and a big shout out to a bunch of my friends who showed up at Champs for the Jameson Irish Whiskey tasting that I hosted a few weeks back.
Much fun.
We had some Black Barrel, some Classic Mates, and also traditional Jameson as well.
You want to keep that warm?
All right.
Let me just pour my garbage in here.
It smells like turkey.
Usually I fill my car engine gas tank with this stuff, but it's got many uses.
Is that the car that's on the blocks out back?
No, the one that's next to it that doesn't have a hood.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
hoods are overrated.
To radio and TV.
To radio and TV.
Penny, you can get down on this too.
Penny, go this in, please. Blue. Mine wasn't. It was good.
Do you think you deserve nice things?
Not in my condition.
Self-awareness is key.
It is, as long as you know
who you are.
Yeah. So I gotta know. It's a burning question that I've been dying to ask for like 10 years now that the show has been on. What are your feelings on the sky? Do you feel like the sky is the sky enough? Or does the sky need to be more sky? Or are you a ground person? Because I feel like most people are ground people. There's not a lot of sky people.
You know what? I wasn't expecting a question like that.
It's very important.
It is. But when I was a kid, an aunt told me to always look up in the sky. So I am always looking up. So to me, when I look at the sky, regardless of what it looks like, what color, or whatever part of the world I'm in, when I see the sky, I see an awesome canvas. I just see this amazing.
So you like
canvas
skywriting and stuff like that?
Yeah, a little deeper than that. I mean, like the movement of the birds, being able to see the wind blow clouds, all of that. It's just it's like very magical to me.
Okay. I mean, I was more concerned about is the sky eating balloons when we let them go? But that's another way of thinking about it.
I feel horrible because you must have saw me let some balloons go like a few weeks back after an event.
I don't know if the sky is eating them or not. Like, I see the sky and I wonder how much the sky is what the sky is doing. They say the sky is the limit. I've seen the moon in pictures in books.
So you're not.
But
He's a flat
wait,
earther.
hold on. Where does the sky end?
I don't know. It keeps eating the balloons. It keeps getting bigger. I don't know where the balloons are going. When they go, they're gone.
Why don't we get one of our filmmaker friends to do a series of movies on this?
I gotta talk to Barry first.
First of all,
Barry has a very.
Nobody's wasting their time on Where Balloons Go, the documentary.
Yeah, right. Sorry, Nick.
Nobody ever wants to do what I want to do. I hate it here. Okay. Enough about the sky. Enough
Back
about
to 1985.
Back to 1985. What are your short and long term goals?
Oh man,
big question.
And they're really not. You know, no, they really aren't. And I am this dude, right? This is really me in a summary. What you see is literally what you get. Don't judge people. I'm not really concerned about the way you look, your sexual preference, what you're into, what you're not into. If we can connect for whatever amount of time it is, and we can connect, I'm cool with that.
And I think that's the most important.
So having that mindset, and that is literally my everyday belief, my every moment belief, that is also my short-term and my long-term goals. If I can continue to live my life being non-judgmental, building community, encouraging people, edifying them, I'm good.
Well said. Well said. Real quick, a producer, are there some birds in the green room? Because I keep hearing them foraging. Do you still have a foraging thing you set up?
There must be some turkey vultures.
No?
Man. Jersey's full of turkey vultures.
I don't know. There was some foraging going on. I know a lot about foraging.
Turkey vulture. Hey, turkey vulture.
So, the importance of art. You touched on it, and you're clearly very passionate about it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
give me your reasoning for why it's so important. I know it holds a dear place in my heart because that was my escape for my whole life, was to be able to do artwork.
The whole life?
My whole life. I came out of the womb with a pencil. Now I know it was probably not intentional because my parents were weird, but you know, it's where I started drawing. Like it was like I was a scribe.
Wait, hold on. So what you're telling us and the rest of the world is that you were making cave-like drawings.
Oh, come on. Why you gotta go there? Why you gotta go there?
I mean, I guess that would be the most accurate description. Flesh drawings.
Flesh drawings.
Like the early tattoos.
Ew.
On the inside.
I guess.
That only one person will see.
I dropped a lot.
Alright, anyway, back to my
I'm so sorry.
question.
Back to you. This is your show right now.
So to me, man, and again, this is like the whole magical thing. Art is literally life. Everything is life. You know, I'm very open about my faith. You know, I'm a Christian, so I believe in creation of human beings, like they're like that. But even sitting here in the studio, like this desk, my mobile device, that sledgehammer. All
By the
those
way,
different things.
going to be passing out these sledgehammers soon.
Can't wait. I got some things I got a sledgehammer.
I have a lot of aggression issues, so I'm pretty
Hashtag
that is
sledgehammer.
True. That's true. But art is literally everything to me. Everything has been created. Whether it's the engineer who came up with the idea for the structure of the building that we're in, or the artist who designed the pattern of the rug that we're walking on. To me, that is art, and it needs to be celebrated. And most importantly, especially to everyone out there in the listening and viewing audience, pay the artists.
Ooh.
Wait. One more time for the people in the back.
Pay the artists. And you know what? Stop lowballing artists. All right, they put their time and effort into this. I know it might not seem like it, but you know, it takes time to create something, and be a little bit more appreciative. It's worth the money.
And don't make us unionize. Don't make us unionize.
Because we will, and we'll be creative about it.
And we'll shut it down.
We'll be creative about the whole thing.
And also,
we might have balloons.
We might have balloons.
They get eaten by the sky.
Can we just piggybacking on that? I'm not gonna swear even though I want to.
Well, wait a minute. It depends on which kind of word it is.
It was gonna be the big one. It was gonna be the big one.
No.
But F exposure. Okay, nobody's going to your mechanic and being like, "Hey, fix my car for exposure."
Yeah. Thank you.
And the mechanic's an artist.
And the mechanic is an artist.
In his own right, but he or she is also being paid to perform their artistry. You might say $300, but if you want it fixed, you're going to pay $300.
So yes, please pay your artists. Please pay them what they deserve and what they're worth, because I don't know, one burlesque G-string in rhinestones cost me like $50. One itty-bitty piece of cloth cost me $50, and it'll take me sometimes
and it's necessary to your craft.
And it's so necessary to my craft.
My G-strings only cost $25.
Well, that's impressive.
Without rhinestones.
You have a lot to cover.
I didn't say they fit right.
Oh, okay. So.
I would never buy form-fitting clothing. They're a little tight.
Yes, but thank you, Jacque. Yes, please pay your artists.
That is very, very thankful that you brought that up, because I think it's an overlooked, almost like a taboo thing. Like, oh, you want to be paid?
God forbid.
What?
God forbid we create.
You drew a picture for me, and you want money for it? I'll give you $1, you peasant. Yeah, it hits home for me, because I've been in that situation many times, and anybody that's an artist will agree. Yeah, I need a piece of the pie. So I think we're going to cut to commercial break. Producer, do you have my commercials ready?
Yes, I do, sir.
All right, I got some commercials we're going to run. I think we're going to run a video. We're going to run, I think, another trailer. We're gonna hook it up at the end. When we come back, I'm gonna let you guys shout out your social media stuff again, and then we're gonna wrap it up, and hopefully we get Barry back in the studio.
Barry!
Bring on the
Barry! Bring on the Barry!
Hashtag Barry!
Bring back Barry!
Bring back Barry! Bring back Barry! We'll be right back.
I'm looking for a group of Wempresses, vampires, bloodsuckies, Nosferatu.
You mean like Draculas and shit?
Yes, like Dracula. These women will seduce you. They will take you home and get you more intoxicated than you've ever been in your entire life.
They will pleasure you in ways that you have never been pleasured.
Then when you least expect it, that's when they suck and drain you of your blood. What I need to do is stop a reign of terror. Stop a reign of bloodshed that's been spread across the world for centuries. And I need to stop them before it's too late.
Do you think you can handle us? All three of us?
was straight A's in the gifted class, and the bad kids took interest in the young lad. Got depressed and we kicked out dad. My outlets include comic books and gangster rap. Little kids in the burbs watching Juice. All my friends wanted to be Pac, I wanted to be Q. Walked around Lawrence box like troops. You gonna stand up and back down, the buck stops with you. Bullied at home, bullied at school. Tiny boy the rat tail and something to prove. Nothing to do, but the crew was always on the move. A little bit of white trash, a little bit of smooth. My friend Bill started in with the drug abuse. His dad beat him up with a couple of screws loose. I didn't like the look at dude when he came through. All I could do was be there for him, I guess it's not true. My boys would fight every day after last bell. Fucking girls with no parents home, we were 12. I was still grabbing toys up off of the shelf. My homies looking to cop, finding shit they could sell. Electric heads parted ways, we started a new team. Losers and nerds that I reluctantly leave. Started fucking with the girl next door with speed. I thought I was a hero, she wanted more than just me. Torn between fuck the world and being good at subjects. Work out how to rap but didn't like to in public. It already seemed like I lost so much love. You had so much more to give, what the fuck comes next? The agent punk complains, the raging drunks in pain. The agent punk complains, the raging drunks in pain. The agent punk complains, the raging drunks in pain. The agent go for the gusto. The agent punk complains, the raging drunks in pain. The agent punk complains, the raging drunks in pain. The agent punk complains, the raging drunks in pain. The agent punk complains, the raging drunks in pain. The agent punk complains, the raging drunks in pain. The agent punk complains, the raging drunks in pain. The agent punk complains, the raging drunks in pain. The agent punk complains, the raging drunks in pain. The agent punk complains, the agent punk complains, the raging drunks in pain.
We got big cars, little cars, medium cars. We got 4-door, 2-door, interior luxury lighters. We got big black cars, little Chinese cars, windows that go up, windows that go down, AC. We got cheap cars and we got cheaper cars. We got the best prices in town. You bet my daughter's tits we do. And if you can find better prices anywhere, go f*** yourself. Cause you're a fucking liar. And honest Paulie doesn't do a fucking liar! Bad credit? No credit? Well, I don't give a I want sold a gun or a bag! Come on down to Paulie's Auto Emporium! Please, my prices are out of this world!
Elliot, I want to talk to you about something. Thought I'd be having this conversation, but I guess I should. It's about your father.
What about him?
Bear with me, this doesn't come out easy. You know how I told you about when your father and I first met and we instantly fell in love with each other?
Yeah, then he went to Nam, his whole platoon got ambushed, and he died.
In a sense, yes.
In a sense?
Now, part of me truly thinks that I shouldn't be telling you this, but I feel like I should tell you the truth instead of letting it die with me, in case I'm wrong. Your father didn't die in Vietnam.
What?
I'm sorry.
What do you mean he didn't die? He died somewhere else? He's alive?
Unless he died somewhere else and I didn't know about it.
Mom, why did you lie to me?
He screamed that he had heard the truth, that he had seen God.
It's not uncommon for someone to have a profound religious experience on the battlefield. Lots of people claim to hear or even see God.
It wasn't God that he saw that day.
Welcome back to Life with a Twist. I'm your host, Nick Twist. This is my co-host, Barry. Hopefully getting him back from being trapped in 1985 at Seaside Heights Boardwalk. Really feel bad for him. So I had a couple guests on tonight. I hope you tuned in. If not, this video will run again later, and you can catch them then. So I've got with me Jacque Howard and Miss Penny Praline, and they were absolutely fabulous. And I want to give you guys the opportunity to shout out your social media accounts and any project that you want to direct people towards. So, Jacque?
Actually, I'd like to let the ladies go first.
Penny,
I was hoping we could rock, paper, scissors for first.
That sounds like a great idea. Best of three.
Best of three?
Best of three.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Me?
1. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Tie. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Tie. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. 1-1. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh.
So I'll go first.
But hey, I
like
the competition there. It's fair. Fair game. Fair game.
Fair is fair.
Fair is fair, and there's only one way to do that.
Sure.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Sure. So some social media sites. You can always go to my website, Trenton365.com. That's the numbers. 365.com. You can also send me an email, Trenton365show@gmail.com, Trenton365show on Facebook, and on Twitter and Instagram, Trenton365.
This is me.
It's all you, girl.
This is my camera.
Yep, straight ahead.
So yes, please follow me at Penny Praline on Instagram, at Penny Praline on Facebook. Also be sure to check out Sister Bear on Facebook and Instagram for my thick and lovely body positive troupe of wonderful burlesque performers. Also check out City Garden Punk Cabaret, Central New Jersey's only sideshow and burlesque troupe, bringing you amazing talent from all over the East Coast right here to Trent, New Jersey. And please come to our dance party tomorrow at the Victoria Free House, 10 o'clock, upstairs. There'll be jello shots. I'll be dancing. Why wouldn't you want to be there? Yeah.
You guys are great.
You're great.
You know what? And before we wrap it up, you guys know my guests always get a sledgehammer.
Give me that hammer!
We'll go ahead and pass that one down. Alrighty, that's for you. As I tell everyone, it's great for the glove compartment. You never know when you might need it. Everybody,
sledgehammer!
We got the sledgehammer. Barry's big on sledgehammers. I am real big on sledgehammers. Hashtag that sledgehammer. Hashtag sledgehammer. Hashtag Jacque Howard. Hashtag Penny Praline. We're in it. Let me get a bounce here, guys. Everybody in the middle.
I'm so scared I'm going to hit one of you.
Boom.
6 pounds on my hurt.
We got it. We're all good. We're all
Sledgehammer!
good. Guys, that's going to be our show.
Yay!
Where's Barry going to go next? Tune in next week and we'll let you know. Have a great night, America. Woo! Roll that outro.
Now we're the Paranormal Adventure Hunters.
Thank you, buddy.
and there's a fucking paranormal adventure in here, we're gonna hunt the motherfucker! I hate this show. You guys suck. The show sucks.
No.
Ain't nobody watching it.